what's going on, man? It's your girl, TampaMystic, and
your boy, Doerilla.
Hey, we live and direct on the industry's most wanted
podcast.
Yeah. Listen, we got one of my favorite people here today. I haven't seen him in a little minute, but that doesn't mean anything. That means we both working. You dig?
Yeah, for sure.
He goes by the name of Big A Prado, to be exact. What's happening, fam?
What's good?
Hey, man, it's so good to see you. Give me some love. Boom. Boom. Listen, I just wanted to first give you your flowers real quick because I first met you, I believe it was probably with Street Execs.
Who got the juice?
Who got the juice? He was performing every week. When I say he was up on that stage turning that thing upside down, boy, like you really was doing your thing, and I respect that. And I felt like we became fam because I was seeing you every single week.
Facts, for
you know what I'm saying? This isn't our first interview. We've done this before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep on doing it.
For sure.
So, without further ado, man, introduce yourself.
Big A Prado, at the south side of Atlanta. Artist, songwriter, engineer, everything you need.
No, for real. Like, you do a little bit of everything, and I think that's so important. This is my co-host, Doerilla. I know you guys probably chopped it up a little bit downstairs, but, you guys can very much relate because he's artist, engineer, producer, co-host, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, are you originally from Atlanta, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Born and raised.
Give us a little insight on growing up in Atlanta and how it brought you to doing music.
I don't really know if Atlanta and music go together with me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, for you, I got you.
Naturally, it's something I grew to do. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But, grew up on the south side. It's a mixture of hood and suburb a little bit. So, I got the best of both worlds and tied them together and just became an ultimate hustler.
Yes, you definitely are that ultimate hustler. You know what I'm saying? And I respect that, bro, because, again, I know a lot of your journey as we've had these conversations before, but, not everybody does, including Doerilla, you know what I'm saying? So, talk to us a little bit about, when you first started getting into music, what was the first thing you did? Because some people start out, producing, some people start out engineering, some people start out writing for other people. What was it for you initially when you first started doing music?
Artist.
Okay.
Straight into artist, you know what I'm saying? Wrote my first rap, and I was like, oh, shit, this hard. I was like, oh, they're hard. I gotta keep on doing this.
Right.
And that's it, freestyling. I used to battle. I used to do a bunch of stuff.
Right. No, absolutely. What were you talking about back then? When you first started rapping, take us back. What you was talking about?
A lot of stunting, same thing I kind of talk about now. A lot of stunting. I was big on cash money. So, that was that. That was the lifestyle. The lifestyle you want to live, dreams to reality.
I was just gonna say you were talking about the stuff that you're really living now.
Yeah.
You brought it to fruition. You brought it to life.
Yeah, the things you was looking to acquire, you gotta speak it and put it in the universe and let it do its thing.
Yeah. Facts, man. Doerilla, who would you think that maybe inspired him? He from Atlanta, but he said he not really Atlanta. He just mentioned Cash Money,
God,
Threw a couple hints out there.
I know. So, look,
I'm quizzing you today.
The crazy thing is, I would probably go with, hey man, it's hard because
Weezy,
everybody
baby.
went with Wayne,
Yeah.
And for me, that's where I would have to go with. That's where I put my money.
Yeah, for sure. But that was just I always been into like fashion and just knowing about the upper echelon side of life. So that's why I feel like it's easy for me to put it into my music. But I love listening to anybody from Atlanta, from Tip to, Outkast to Goody Mob to, whoever, because I got older brothers. So I always knew about, like the other artists that was out at that time and things of that nature. Even artists that came out before my time, I always knew about it due to my older brothers and stuff. So I listen to all kinds of music, but I'm mostly inspired by people that was from around my area living a better life, showing me that I could also acquire that.
Yeah. So you've been in the South Side pretty much your whole life?
No, for sure. That's it.
Shout out to Lotto putting on big time.
No, for sure. Right up the street.
And what's so dope, too, not only is she putting on for the South Side, but she's a female doing it.
Yeah.
Going real.
And she hard.
Yeah. It's crazy because I don't know if I don't think I even knew you then. When I first moved here in 2013, I was doing my showcases at GME Lounge off of MLK. Right.
$8.99.
Back then, she was what was it? It was Mulatto. It was what was her name? She had a 2-part name, but she was like 16 coming through performing at GME at my showcases.
Yeah.
Her dad used to have to bring her.
Yeah.
And just to see her blossom into who she was, and she really represents Clayco, the South Side, real heavy, man. Like, that's love. That's a blessing. So, talk to us about, the first project that you put out, because I want people to understand, you've been doing this for a long time. What was that very first project you put out?
First solo project I put out was called The First Session.
Okay.
It was mostly jacking for beats, a couple of original songs. Just,
right, absolutely.
Something to put out for real. That was my first real graphic. You know what I'm saying? Getting done. Shout out MB Productions. That was it though. Just a little quick something. I go back and listen. I can't stand listening to it, but it was out though. You know what I'm saying?
Can you relate to that, Doerilla?
I'm gonna put it like this: my first project is a lot that I didn't like on it, but there's a lot of stuff I'd be like, golly, how did I get away from that? You know what I'm saying? Because over the time, rap changed and what people do change, your life change, and it start, changing what you can tell what you rap about, what you was going through at that moment. So, yeah.
No, for real. And it's elevation because we grow, we mature. What you were doing, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, certainly isn't what we're doing today. Hopefully not. Yeah. Right, we both said, I hope not.
Man, what you said.
Because there's some people who even went backwards, you know what I'm saying? They was doing good, now they down bad. But, so it's like back then you just have to talk about maybe what you've seen. Because if you're young starting out, you haven't experienced a lot.
Yeah.
So you have to talk about what you see other people doing until you actually have experienced more in life.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? That's when you got to let your imagination play a big role in your music.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. What would you say was that first song that really put Big A Prado on the map where people really started paying attention to you?
I don't know if I'm on the map yet.
You are on the map, bro. People know you.
Okay, well,
people know who Big A is, and if they don't, we about to wake their behinds up.
Well, as of recent, I would say probably, I can't think about the songs I did like Who Got the Juice because that was he was almost the same crowd. You know what I'm saying?
No, for real. But that's what made me really respect you as an artist because you used to come in there and turn that, and people would know your music word for word.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That is crazy, right? Crazy. That's so dope. That's a blessing.
Yeah. See, if labels see stuff like that, they would have jumped down. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that ain't happened. But as of recent, I would say the song "Dro." I got the real one. That gained me a lot of attention from well respected artists, and you know what I'm saying. A&Rs approached me. A lot of things happened, so I would say the real one.
So let's focus on that for a minute. You have that song, the real one, and people are paying attention. And like you said, whether it be other artists saying, "Dang, he really is dope," or A&Rs and DJs and stuff like that. Yeah. What does that do for you? Like, does that really fuel your put fuel behind you? Does it motivate you? Like, what does it make you when that happens? And we're talking to Big A specifically because everybody might be different. Yeah. What does that do for you?
It does. It fuels a lot of fire in me. You know what I'm saying? It shows me that I'm going in the right direction because, like, the type of artists that reach out to me, you know what I'm saying? It could be levels to certain things. Like, it depends on the caliber of artists that reach out to you or the caliber of people that reach out to you. You know what I'm saying? If well-respected people, leaders of our city are reaching out to you and, like, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm doing something right. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I dropped the real one, literally the next day after I dropped the video, Tip called my phone. I ain't never talked to Tip a day in my life.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
big ups, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
I'm like, okay, that's hard because I'm the type of artist that who level I wish to be remembered on. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm saying, somebody done did songs with Jay-Z. Somebody done did songs with every big artist you can think of. You know what I'm saying? For them to reach out, and that's a great rapper. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't put that past that man.
Yeah. He a respected businessman.
Yeah, facts. Period. All of that. So you know what I'm saying? Like that did something for me. You know what I'm saying? Goody Mob, Gip from Goody Mob.
Shout out Big Gip.
You know what I'm saying? He had been reposted when I did a So Atlanta freestyle. He had posted it, but he started reaching out more whenever I dropped the real one and all that type of stuff. So I got a lot of attention from certain blogs and. You know what I'm saying? Influencers and stuff with that video because the video was dope. Shout out Shy Jones, Katie Gray. We put it together. We wrote a full treatment, and that's what caught a lot of attention as well.
Yeah. Let's pause right there because you just said Katie Gray.
Yeah.
I want to pay homage to that dude. I learned about Katie Gray from you because I was not hip to Katie Gray, and I seen I'm gonna say probably 3 years ago or so that you had posted a video that you had done by him.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, this is fire. So I immediately hit him up, and we've
Yeah.
since had like 2 or 3 videos done with him, and we've sent him videos to edit for us and stuff.
That's
like
hard.
he's hard, bro. So thank you.
That's
You
my dog.
without you even knowing, you made that connection.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to say that because that shows the power of influence, because I respect Big A Prado, and I know that you're going to work with someone who's solid. I seen that you posted a video by Katie Gray.
Yeah.
It made me say, hey, I want to reach out to this dude and work with him. You know what I'm saying? So you slick sending him business and didn't even realize it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's really what it's about, though.
Little things like that help, because you took the time to tag him. You could have just posted a video and not tagged who he was. And
Oh, they do that so much. I can't stand
that's
that.
corny,
You know
right?
what
That's
I'm
like
saying?
not tagging your producer, you
Yeah,
know?
facts.
And y'all need to start showing love to your engineers, too, because
Yeah.
they the one getting your music together.
Yeah, that's like my graphic designer, MB Productions. Like, he do so many people graphics, like from all the City Girls, all Lil Baby, all the QC artists, really, you know what I'm saying? Flow Rider, he do all this stuff.
So,
But they never tag the graphic designer. Like, and
Never.
they're creating your look. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay respect to that. Your look is everything. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
yes. How would you handle that, though? If you produced a record for someone and they ain't tag you, what you gonna do?
Man, I'm gonna tell you, like it doesn't happen.
And then they remove producer tags sometimes. You know
Oh,
what I'm
that's
saying?
even worse.
Yeah.
That's even worse. You know? You gonna get them?
Look, I just put it like this. I done had them situations happen before, and you just be like, yeah, no kind of love, nothing.
Cause that kind, and I just wanted to speak on that for a quick second, because that kind of love can produce and generate business for that person.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Big A Prado. You a real one.
No, for sure.
Big facts. So,
Ready now.
you know, where do you want to go with your journey, man? And I know things can change because, you know, like we just came out of a crazy pandemic and now COVID spiked back up there.
Yeah.
So we have to learn to maneuver differently. We can't stop hustling. We can't stop grinding.
Yeah.
We just got to move differently, right? Where do you want to go with your music?
As far as God allow me, I ain't really got no set mission. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Car ain't gonna run out of gas. So you know what I'm saying? We gonna keep going till we can't.
Talk to any artist that may be tapped in, because you've been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
You know, I consider you pretty seasoned in this business.
Yeah,
You know, because
sure.
you don't just do music, you do other things as well.
Yeah.
Any independent artists out there that's really getting started, give them a gem, give them a jewel.
Stay true to yourself, bro. And just make sure everything you put out is. Make sure everything that you put out is made to look, sound, and feel acquirable. You know what I'm saying? Like, make people want to gravitate towards it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Make it be watchable. Make it be listenable.
Right, quality stuff.
Yeah, facts. That's it. Quality.
I'm
Man,
glad you said that.
speak to us,
Boy,
though.
I'm glad you said that, because it ain't nothing like when you put somebody's song on and it's hurting your ears. Like,
Yeah, it's like
and it could've
piercing.
been a good song,
Yeah.
but you can't even listen to it.
We've experienced that, haven't we, though?
We even experience that on professional level sometimes because some rough mixes get into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, some rough mixes make it.
Stop doing that, y'all.
But
Like,
it's-
do not put a rough mix out. Like, stop doing that.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, man. The way it's set up right now is so crazy because it's like, it's no wrong way to do it and there's no specific right way to do it. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. If you make it, you make it.
No, absolutely.
That's the crazy part.
Yeah. But I take value in making quality music. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like how, gotta speak on this, like how some people are so accepting of offbeat rapping now.
Yeah.
I can't get into it.
Yeah, I can't even.
I just can't get into
Me
it.
either. And I could name a few, but I'm not going to go there.
It's a lot of them. That's
Why?
The thing.
I
And
could do that, but I won't.
I don't know, man.
To me,
like,
it just means that they, I don't know. Go ahead. I'm
like
sorry.
little teenagers, like little 15-year-olds and 16-year-olds, like
Yes.
they listen to it and be like, he don't sound offbeat to me. I be like, bro, that don't sound off. Nah, it don't sound offbeat.
But
It just be like, dang, that's crazy.
It is crazy that artists like that are getting, some of them are getting huge followings
facts.
and huge recognition, but they also too, we gotta look, they got that younger crowd, that TikTok crowd and stuff. They don't, in my opinion, don't have that longevity and sustainable crowd, because them youngins, they hip to you today and tomorrow they on to the next one. you know, someone like a Big A Prado and Doerilla who's been doing this a long time, if you develop a fan, they're going to be a fan forever.
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
You know, so there's a big difference. So it's like, okay, cool. You know, you guys got them little trendy fans, but they are not going to stick with you for a lifetime.
2-minute songs. I tell all the artists come to my studio like, hey, bro, you trying to rap a 16 on this, bro. You better cut that in half and make it 2 verses. Yeah, like, stop playing, bro. You got it, you know what I'm saying? You can save your music, you know what I'm saying? You used to be a point, but you had to do a 16 or you didn't consider the rap. Like, no, now it's like, man, do an 8 and you great. Get on.
Yeah, like give us 3 minutes or less if you can. You know what I'm saying? Because when you start dragging out 4 or 5 minute songs, people ain't gonna listen to it. The whole thing.
For sure.
What would you say has been, since you've been doing this on a serious level, man? If you don't mind sharing with us, what's the biggest struggle that Big A Prado had to overcome in this music business?
That I'm still overcoming. Actually, what I would say is the help. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need some help. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as in, like, marketing, digital, all of that, like, knowing the right, like, this is what I say the main thing in this game is nowadays, knowing the right people to pay.
Exactly. Facts.
That's just what it is. You got to know the right people to pay. You know what I'm saying?
Period.
Your digital marketing, if you pay somebody that's just promoting that they know how to get your SEO score up on YouTube, or they know how to get you this amount of plays. Like I always tell people, man, if somebody can guarantee you amount of plays, you know it's fake.
It's fake. Yeah. Exactly. Bro, I'm so glad you said that. We have this conversation. You can't guarantee, because we don't know how many people are going to want to listen to your music. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we guarantee you 10,000 streams. Then you know it's fake.
Exactly.
You can't predict that.
You got to see it organically grow. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's crazy because it's all coding. So it's like people that know how to put your music in the right people places, they really exist out there.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Or they know the machine that can make your music look organically grown. Because everything is just a look. Now, everything is inside.
Smoke and mirrors.
When it comes to them numbers, man, we all know they spike. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But you still get a natural fan base out of it looking good.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All I got to do is look good to do good.
And you got to spend a little money doing it. You know, like all my videos I place on YouTube, my interview videos. Okay, I might not get 10 million streams like some of these other ones out here because we know that they're fluffing it. But I put Google ads on mine, and so I spend money. Like I spend money on each and every video, putting Google ads and stuff on there, and it generates a couple thousand views. I get new subscribers, but it's all organic.
I literally just started learning about Google ads.
Yeah, it's powerful. It really works.
It is because
really
on the TOT video that I just released, I had to go back and edit the video 3 times. Because the original video had smoking in it, and you know you can't run Google ads with the smoking.
Right.
So shout out Chop Diesel as well, my boy who running it for me, the ads and everything. But it's just like you can't, man. It's so limited to the things you can do.
Right.
Because I be like, man, I wish I would have knew this before I would have watched how I shot videos.
Exactly. Even if you shoot a bird or something, they will not approve it.
Facts.
It's, but at the same time, I think that comes with us just leveling up.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes we got to clean up our image a little bit. Real. That's why I used to curse a lot in my interviews. I don't curse anymore at all. You know
this is a different Tampa.
It is. Now, when I walk out the door, it's a different story.
I'm telling you.
but you make yourself more marketable. Yeah. You open yourself up for a much broader audience when you can keep it clean. Definitely. Just like with music, as an artist, you got to have a clean and a dirty version. If you don't record it as clean, make sure you clean it up. Yeah. Period. What's the song that you brought us today?
TOT, acronym for That on That.
That on That.
Yeah.
That's just that on that.
You know what I'm saying?
That on that.
That one.
Before we get into it, though, who you brought with you today?
Oh, I got my boy 2 Clip 3-4 with me. Shred the Verge now is my dog. He an artist.
He came through with a good energy. I'm inviting you to bring him back so he can be sitting in the seat next time.
Oh, definitely.
I would. Listen. When people have good energy, for me, honestly, it ain't even about the money. I'm like, let's just work and we'll get to the money later.
Exactly. That's real.
But
that money gonna come.
The money gonna come. But if they have that bad energy, I don't even want them around me. Period. Sure. You get what I'm saying? So
do it with the head nod.
Oh, I've had to end some situations because they just on a whole different, I don't know where their head's at, but it wasn't here. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
Crazy. But so how did you come up with the concept for this record? That on that. It's just that on that.
Yeah, I heard the beat, man. Dutchie from New York, he produced it. I just heard the beat and it had such a bounce to it. I just started rapping, honestly. And then it just came about. And and when I said, and that's just that on that. And I say period. I put period after it.
Period.
Light skinned Keisha.
Light-skinned Keisha. That's who I thought about too, because she be saying that.
That's who voice I use in the song.
That's
She always
that
saying
on
that's just that on that.
Period.
So whenever you hear the song, you'll hear her saying it. And like I use a voice.
And that's dope because nobody says it better than her.
Facts.
Like, you know,
people don't even know that she's the one who like really got that period going. Like, for real.
I agree. Shout out to Coca Vango too. That's
sure.
my brother. Congratulations, y'all. They just got engaged too.
It's hard.
But yeah, that's really dope. So how long has this song been out?
Song ain't been out probably a month now.
So it's still brand new, hot off the press.
For sure. Little silly sugar. If you try to eat it, you know what I'm saying?
And that's how I do, boy, because I like my food hot, but I almost burn my mouth apart.
Try to turn your mouth into a human ventilator. Pause,
you know, before we check out the record, you know, a couple things we're going to do. One, tell everybody what they can expect in the coming months, 2022, from Big A Prado.
More visuals, more lifestyle, more music, more greatness. That's it.
Yeah. What is greatness to you?
Living myself, being myself in completion. That's it. And giving it to y'all how it is, raw. Pause. Like,
yeah.
No cap on nothing. It's all real. Like, that's why I wear the brand real. You know, it's my brand. Cause that's what I'm gonna be at all times.
Where can people get in tune with your brand at, bro?
I had a link in my bio soon. It'll all be up for full production soon.
Okay, so it's still it's there, but it's a little bit still in the works.
Yes.
So coming soon. So okay, so that'll lead into the next thing that I need you to do, because before we get into the record, there's always three things we got to do, right? Yeah, First one being, of course, tell everybody where they can follow you on all your social media.
I can follow me at Big A Prado, BIGAPRADO. On all platforms. If it ain't certain one spelled with 2 O's, but you'll find me.
How did you come up with the name? I didn't even ask you that.
I'm Big. My real name start with an A, and my real last name is Prado.
I dig it.
It's just that on that.
That's just that.
Period. And that works for so many things.
Yeah.
It's just that on that. Period. Next thing I need you to do, bro, because it's always important to show love and pay homage to people that have shown us love. Who you want to shout out to?
Shout out God. Shout out my family, Manolo Prado. Shout out you for having me.
Man, it's all love. You my bro.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to anybody that listened to me. Shout out my boy Doe. Shout out 2 Clip. Shout out whoever is a fan of me, whoever ain't heard of me that's gonna hear of me, whoever don't know me that's watching this. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody.
Y'all pay attention, man. This is my brother right here. Like,
sure.
He's one of the realest that I've met since I've been in Atlanta, man. It's just been always genuine with you. Like, you are who you are unapologetically. You know what I'm saying?
Greatness.
That's what I love about you, because it's like, it's never, oh, one day he's this person, the next day he's this person. The energy is always up. It's always good. Every time I've been around you, I don't think I've ever seen you in bad spirits, bad energy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
and what you display to the world, you know what I'm
that's
saying?
right.
You help the sunshine.
Facts, exactly. Yeah, and you definitely bring that. What's the last thing we got to do, though, before we get into this record, man?
Look, you know what time it is. But before we go into it, I'm going to have to make sure you keep me posted on when this millionaire drop.
Oh, yeah.
I like the name of it. It's catchy.
Turn the post notifications on. Follow him and turn the post notifications on, right?
The highest level of wealth, man.
No, really, for real.
But, you know, we always get into this part, you know what I'm saying? We on the industry's most wanted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we got to find out why you the industry's most wanted.
Cause, man, I'm a chameleon. I blend in any situation in this industry.
That's true. Like, I think you could fit into, you're marketable. You could fit into any situation.
Thanks.
I feel you on that, because I'm like that too.
Yeah.
Sometimes we got to turn it real corporate. Sometimes we got to turn a little hood.
There you
go. Sometimes we got to put a little in between.
Hello.
You know?
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Yeah. Hello. Hello. My name is Misty. You know, sometimes, The craziest thing I had to do in the last few years, I had to do a voiceover for a Girl Scout it wasn't for a real one, but it was just for someone who was in school.
Yeah.
A Girl Scout cookies commercial, and every cookie has a mission. I had to give my really white voice.
She went there.
I would be like, that ain't Temp.
She went cool. You went full Cajun on that car. Cajun, that is.
Oh, that Caucasian up in there. Woo, but it's like you got to learn to adapt to the environment. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And we learn that as we grow. It comes with maturity and growth. It's not selling ourselves out, and it's not switching up who we are. It's just adapting to our environment.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Doing it, still keeping it true to us, but adapting to our environment. Period. So that's what makes Big A Prado the industry's most wanted, bro. Listen, I appreciate you coming through today, but we're going to check out this record. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Who produced it?
Dutchie.
How did you guys link up?
YouTube.
Okay.
Like, I honestly found him on YouTube and then we linked in real life. That's how.
Oh, that's even better, bro.
When people be like people down the YouTube beats, I be like, man, I build my relationship different with them YouTube.
Absolutely.
Me too. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you follow their Instagram and you dive in that DM and you let them know, like, hey, like, every artist can't come at you with what I can come at you with. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So
it's when I think that people get a bad rap for that, and you guys already know, is when you just keep downloading beats from there and you don't know who produced it.
Yeah.
You don't never lease it or buy it. That's where you're like, don't do that. But when you actually take a couple steps further and build that relationship, then I think it's cool.
Exactly.
Because that's just the way that the producers get their beats out there.
That's what it is. I always tell people, hey, man, the best YouTube production, that's the best production team I ever met, because you can get any sound you want.
Man,
no, for real.
Like, for real.
And
you
YouTube's
on stuff.
Right, exactly. And YouTube's select the biggest streaming platform out there, because you don't even have to have an app to stream it and watch it.
Real.
You ain't even got to pay to stream and watch it. So why not, man? Once again, we got my homie Big A Prado checking in. We about to get into this record. It's just that on that period. Shout out to Light Skin Keisha, man.
Yeah. On all streaming platforms, make sure y'all go watch it, download it, comment, like, subscribe, follow, whatever you can do. Do all that with it.
Nah, for real. But hey, you ready, Doe? You ready to check it out?
Let's get it.
Let's go.
Industry's most wanted.
Look, street money on me and all of it dirty. My kid cost 200, my rig cost 30. Big vintage glasses got me looking nerdy. Big old black fat nigga fly as a birdie. South on my back like the name on the jersey. I'm really ballin' like Magic and Worthy. Back to back Kobe and Shaq. I'm the rubber band to a rack. Foot on their neck like a mat. Might get the foreign and paint them at black. Facts. And I'm coming straight up out the south side. I want money long as I'm that paper. I'm walking around with like half a tree. My pocket fatter me. 40 stuck to my anatomy. It'll burn you like a calorie. Hey, all of that water on me. I need a windshield wiper. Hey, I'm the shit in the diaper. I'm rocking Christian, no Bible. 4 rings on me, Audi. Car got a horse, howdy. My pocket deep, crowded. I'm Master P, bout it. I just put down on my neck. I got the flawless baguettes. Nigga ballin' on net. We taking out like a jet. We out of here. That fats on fats. Big fats. And I got rats on rats. Big rats. Then cap on cap. They cap. And I just dad on net. Hey, cardio watching this shit like a puddle. Diamonds surrounding the face like a huddle. B-roll it poke out my pocket like bubbles. My money talking too loud, I need a muzzle. My only focus is making it double. We doubling. Then we gon' make that triple. We tripling. Then we gon' make it quadruple. We really ballin', no dribble. Wrist hitting hard like some ripple. Mine eating, you nibble. Mine swindle like Kindle. No matter where we at, we keep a blickle. I'm about to cash, I got the blues, I ain't talking jazz. I live my life like a grocery store. I keep a bag. I blow your budget, you in your bag. I'm in my luggage, Louis V duffel. Big ol' 40 on me, I do not tussle. I'm by my ruffles, I get butt down on my neck. It flooded. I got the flawless baguettes. Cut it. Nigga ballin' on net. We taking out like a jet. We out of here. That fats on fats. Big fats. And I got rats on rats. Big rats. Then cap on cap. They cap. And I just dad on net.